Josephine right now, and what's your name?
My name is Ricki Stevenson.
And what do you do?
I am the founder and lead guide for Black Parents Tour.
Okay, let's go.
All right, let's go. We start here at the Arc de Triomphe because this is where the first great mass migration of African Americans coming to Paris would come and climb these stairs. So, when Sally Hemings and her brother, James Hemings, came here from Virginia, and they were with Thomas Jefferson, they were no longer enslaved once they reached these shores.
The Arc de Triomphe was symbolic of their freedom.
If you could get out of that, yes.
Yeah.
So why did they want to go back?
William Wells Brown.
William Wells Brown. He's on, and when I point these things out to you, it's on your walking guide. William Wells Brown was born into slavery in Kentucky. He escaped slavery. He eventually went to the east. He became a captain on a ferry ship and would help African Americans, those who had been enslaved, to escape and to make it to Canada. In 1886, the French took him to their library, their Bibliothèque Nationale.
How long have you been giving this tour?
I have been doing this tour essentially 12 years.
Now we're going to take the bus?
Now we're taking the Brown 73 bus. It's so simple. And this is what you have to do. It's almost like flagging a taxi. You have to let the taxi driver know, the bus driver know that you want to get on. It's like zone 2, 1 and 2. Well, we didn't have to go that far, but it has a different feeling. Neuilly is called the Beverly Hills of Paris, but the thing that I like about my neighborhood is that this is where Richard Wright lived when he first came to Paris in 1946. This is where Gordon Parks lived when he and his wife and 3 little children came to Paris in 1950. James Baldwin kept an apartment here in Neuilly. And this is also where Bricktops lived, but I'm always surprised at the number of African Americans who live in this community. C'est mon ami
Michel?
C'est un chanteur.
Hello, my dear.
Oh,
How
oui,
are you? Je suis content.
Oh, et moi je suis
Alors.
s'il te plaît.
Hello.
Hello.
This is my friend, my best friend.
Ouais.
Got a bag.
Oh, everything is $3. €3. Mignon. Oh là là.
Here we are in the market.
Yes, where you can buy everything from chitlins to fur coats.
So you're making us a shawarma? What's it called?
This is a shish tao.
A shish tao. Okay, sorry.
Tea salon dates back to 1854. They're mariage frere salons all around the city, but this is my favorite tea salon. But these are citron. I think it's more citron. But can you imagine a tea salon with 600 different kinds of teas? And their top-selling teas come from South Africa.
So, Ricki, tell me, where do you get information? Where do you get the information about your tours?
I spent a year in the American Library researching this tour, and in addition, it's just that I read, and I love Google.
Yeah?
And the next place that we're going to is South Layel, and for the first 10 years, I lived here. But over the time, I heard so much about South Layel that I researched it. And then when it reopened, maybe 3 years ago, I started coming here. And this has so much history, you'll be shocked.
Okay, let's go. Hi. Bonjour.
So this is South Layel. And if you take out your walking guide, Reginald, would you take out your walking guide?
It's beautiful. Here we are in the entrance hall, royal, beautiful, elegant Salle Foyer.
And if you would piece together information, and so it says, recently reopened after a 10-year renovation. This beautiful Art Deco style, it was actually founded by the Pleyel family, and they were makers of pianos. There was one man named Edward Dede, D-E-D-E, and he was well known in Louisiana as a concert pianist. But immediately following Louisiana Purchase, he could no longer perform. So he came to France. Of course, he had family here, and he performed here at Salle Foyer. This is Alexandre Dumas, the most prolific writer in French history. He wrote 601 books, but there you see him in all his glory.
Josephine's funeral.
Josephine Baker's funeral was held April 15, 1975. She was given a funeral befitting a head of state. She's buried in her military uniform. 100,000 people lined the streets of Paris to bid adieu to the Black Venus. Come over this way? Come on. I'll get this way so you guys can hear me. And we are now in the 18th arrondissement. We are in the neighborhood I call Little Africa. Bananas. Oh, I wish you could have filmed those ladies.
Katie Starr. Discovering Paris through the eyes of Ricki Stevenson.
Okay, you doing okay? So here the butcher store. You can get the tissu africain. You buy the fabric here, and then there are stores around the corner where you can go and tailors will make the dresses for you. It's like going to Africa. This is Rue de Richemont, and back in these streets, this is where you find the real neighborhood. The real neighborhood. This is where we're really in the commercial district. But once you get past here and go back that way, it gets into the real community.
Tell me what you think about the tour.
Well, I was extremely excited about coming to take the tour. I had high expectations and I was not disappointed. The day went too quickly. I would suggest a 2-day tour.
Learned a lot.
I did, and it made history real. Black in Paris. That's me. A black woman. So I was excited about hearing that part of my history.
Hey, Rich. Tell us what you think about the tour.
I
had an enjoyable time.
It allows you to learn how to get around in the city of Paris independently.
Yes. I feel that I could do that.
You feel confident now? You can take the metro by yourself?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Joseph, your turn.
Okay. Why do I like the tour?
What did you think about the tour?
I thought that the tour was a moment of an education. And I was listening to what you were explaining about the history of Paris. I learned a lot of things about the history of Paris. I learned a lot of things about the history of Black Parisians, Black Americans in Paris, Black people in general. So it was a very complete tour because it allowed me to learn about myself, about my culture, and about my universe. And my universe is not just a black universe, but the universe. And I was really enchanted to be able to follow Ricki around and to go into a whole new universe and a whole new perspective of life in the city of Paris. And I want to do it again.